all seem like good ideas. I don't know. We're gonna just get into it now. Switch to this. I might have messed that up a little bit, not gonna lie. Intro might not have been a right on time. Whatever. It is what it is. This is just something small. Something quick. Bro's mogging. Absolutely wait. Oh. Oh.
Luigi's right to a fair trial is...
Luigi, what do you think of the support?
Let me restart this.
Luigi, what do you think of the support for you outside?
Bro looks like he's been doing push-ups in jail. Behind bars, he's had time to work his mind and work his body.
Luigi's right to a fair trial is being infringed upon because he is being publicly treated as guilty and as having the presumption of guilt as opposed to the presumption of innocence.
That is kind of funny if you really think about it. The fact that even the people that are on his side don't think he's innocent. They just think it was justified. It's not even like oh, he didn't do anything wrong. You guys don't have anything against him. You're keeping this guy locked away. They're like, nah, it was him. But like, shouldn't he have?
I made a record in court today that I don't understand what this show of danger is for. When I go visit Luigi at MDC in Brooklyn.
Oh, he's wearing no-show socks or none at all.
I sit with him. He is unshackled. He walks around freely in the visiting area. We sit in a room together without law enforcement hovering over us.
What if this statement means that he's going to get more enforcement?
But for whatever reason, here, despite all the law enforcement, they need him to be wearing this vest. They need him to be shackled, and they stand right over us, and we get no time with him. So he is being treated differently because of this unusual and, frankly, just the fact that he's being prosecuted by 3 jurisdictions for one event.
Stop denying! People are dying! Stop denying!
Okay. I feel like wings right now.
Luigi! Put the system on trial!
I mean, okay, we can think like free my boy or whatever, but like, come on, guys. We're going a little bit far with our own propaganda now. That was pretty good. Oh wait, I didn't mean to go to the Associated Press page. But yeah, so now the next thing. This is important. Okay, we'll just end it there, but yeah. Truly a classic. Is this the whole song? It is. Great stuff, great stuff. Now this was one I was actually
keep on running in.
I was very intrigued about I was really wondering, how can you climb around a chair?
When you finish using your chair for its traditional purpose, here's something you could try.
As soon as I get to this point, my chair is going to flop and I am going to fall over. I'm gonna give this a thumbs up. If this video, if this stream gets 20 likes, I will attempt to climb around my chair, just as this man did.
In an age of social media.
Now this is where we get into the actual purpose of the stream, I guess. So, wait one sec. I just realized. What's good, Vidad? Welcome in. I'm just making sure. Okay. Okay, there we go. We're chilling. Sorry. Tweaking out a little bit. Just making sure my stuff's all right. But anyways. I did start. My bad. So this is by Radabrat. It came out 22 hours ago. I saw it posted on the H3 subreddit. And it's called YouTube's Worst Propagandist. So let's see.
In an age of social media, where our engagement helps to inform what we are shown, it's important that we're able to recognize the signs of propaganda. Propaganda is communication that is used to manipulate or persuade people to believe or act in a certain way. You're not immune to propaganda. I'm not immune to propaganda. No one is immune to propaganda, regardless of their level of education or intelligence. But humans are also capable of reason, which means that we also have the capacity to resist propaganda too. Helping to combat propaganda may seem like a daunting task, but it really just is about learning to recognize those signs. While experts may disagree on the details, all propaganda share the following three commonalities: an agenda, a targeted audience, and a massaged message. In this video, I want to provide examples on how these three main commonalities could appear in the current online environment, referencing the current back and forth between Hassan Piker and Ethan Klein to help inform the conversation. The impact of the fallout of these two creators can be felt across a variety of platforms, whether you're seeking it out or not. Hassan makes the conversation easier by already publicly identifying as a propagandist, as well as stating his goals clearly.
I'm a propagandist.
Well, no,
for the record.
I'm not calling
I'm a
you
propagandist.
I'm just saying, I'm going to play you.
I'm saying I am.
Okay, well then,
I'm saying I am.
I just
before
want to
you
put
even play it.
Honestly, at this point, Piers should have just said, okay, that makes this a lot easier. Let's just, now let me just play you this clip. Because yeah,
I think that in the short term,
I'll do some more joking so I don't look stupid when she ends up saying something that completely counters my unintelligent, unread point. So,
in order to combat against that, you have to advocate for a much lighter form of propaganda. You want America, in the way that I feel about it, and if you want America to get out of the way for places with more revolutionary potential to do what they would normally do, I think that, one thing you have to do is advocate for a light.
I think the thing people forget about a lot of the time is that what's good, Alex? Welcome back. People forget that revolution isn't always good. Like, revolution isn't always good, and violent revolution is almost never good. But like, I just feel like they think like, oh, if somebody wants to rebel, if somebody wants to have a revolution, then they should be, they should be allowed to fight against their government. And it's like, yeah, but I think we should also understand that in the same breath that the government also then has the right to clip them, because you can't have government surgeons. Is that the word? I don't know. Like I said, I'm unknowledgeable, unread.
Lighter form, while simultaneously still doing agitated propaganda that goes beyond,
right,
social democratic ideas.
I just wanted to put emphasis on the exact point of the so-called radicalization funnel, where, for example, Hassan and JT catch them while they're young, as they say, and then they start looking into this new idea, etc., and then move forwards through the funnel, get more and more informed, get more and more radicalized. You do your part in the funnel for the cause, or whatever the fuck you want to call it. You're doing, in my modest opinion, a great thing for the cause.
Before I get started talking about the big three, I want to provide some information that I believe is relevant on the individuals involved. I hope that this will help to contextualize some of the upcoming clips I will show in case you're unfamiliar with the duos falling out over the past year. Ethan Klein, YouTuber for 10 plus years who is known for his comedic, edgy commentary, has a reputation for being controversial, self-identifies as a social democrat, American Jew who lived in Israel for 5 years and is married to an Israeli woman, publicly criticized Israel and supported Palestine prior to October 7th. Hassan Piker, leftist political Twitch streamer who averages 30,000 live viewers, known for his coverage of the Israel-Palestine conflict post-October 7th. He has a reach beyond online media. He is a Turkish-American who grew up in Istanbul.
He was born in New Jersey or something and then moved to America when he went to college. Hassan did grow up in Turkey, but he is very American in at least like his upbringing. It seems to have like been born in America and then immediately moved to America to go to college and stuff. And to work, and his uncle was already out here, I'd presume, doing some work, so.
Were former hosts of the political YouTube podcast Leftovers. As Hassan said earlier, he's a propagandist whose goal is to be a funnel for radicalization. Exposing his audience to critical media of him may break them out of the illusion that he's created, making it a direct threat to his goals. Even though the back and forth between Hassan Piker and Ethan Klein has been going on for a couple months now, I'm going to use Ethan Klein's content nuke and Hassan's response to it to assist in demonstrating Hassan's agenda, his targeted audience, and his massaged message. Propaganda and its techniques are inherently neutral. What makes them good or bad is the agenda that it serves. Propaganda makers are working to promote a specific cause, ideology, group, or individual. That's what sets propaganda apart from expressing a personal opinion or even a divisive idea. Propaganda is powered by the desire to make a bigger impact. The agenda of Hassan's edited VOD titled Debate Me Ethan Klein is to prevent and dissuade his audience from engaging.
I guess, yeah, it's propaganda isn't just pointed, it's goal-oriented. It's not just you saying something about someone or a group, it's you expressly trying to change the minds of individuals, if not in the group surrounding it.
Engaging with critical media of himself. His video description also reiterates his intent to not watch Ethan's video. The creators of propaganda think carefully about who will see their messages. Even if the audience they identify is large and varied, propaganda makers know who they want to see their work and design their content to resonate with these targets. The positive public relationships Hassan has cultivated on YouTube has garnered him credibility within left-leaning spaces. It also has allowed him to continue to farm new audience members from these other communities. Propaganda makers use persuasive techniques to shape their content, making it more memorable and convincing. Sometimes these techniques may be rooted in the truth, but other times they may omit or alter the facts to better serve the ultimate agenda. I'm gonna show a few moments of Hassan from the Debate Me Ethan Klein video and pause to identify some of those techniques.
We can have a conversation on your stream. We can have a conversation on my stream. Last time, I had the baby gloves on.
I saw it. I saw it right there when he pointed.
Pause to identify some of those techniques.
We can have a conversation on your...
He's doing the Uncle Sam. Why am I thinking...
Your stream. We can have a...
Why is my brain like completely gone today? What's good, Lilac? Lilac? I don't know. Lilac? I think that's right. Like I said, my brain feels rotted today. But
conversation on my stream. Last time, I had the baby gloves on, and you cried like a bitch after doing Teddy Fresh ads in the midst of our genocide coverage. That's right, and I'm not talking about the Leftovers episode where he actually cried. That was a beautiful moment, and I was actually...
I do like this because I saw people talking about how Ethan only cares about the Israeli children and doesn't care about Palestinian children dying, and then showing the clip of the more recent clip of Hila crying and them talking about it, when he did talk about his feelings on, like, he cried, like Hassan just said, talking about the Palestinian children that died, but also he seemed to care less, if you want to be like super like pointed. He seemed to care less about the Israeli children because he didn't cry. But I, as a person who has a little bit of a brain, would say that it was because his wife was crying, and so he wanted to make sure he was there for her. But it was still kind of funny because she started crying, and he was like, "Yeah, I don't know, why were they killing these children? It's disgusting." But they were talking about the Israeli children too, which makes it like, I don't know, if you're gonna say he doesn't care, it seemed like he cared about the Israeli children less. But
actually very wrong for thinking that actually meant something. It turned out it didn't mean shit for you at all. Because selfishly, you spent the next year constantly ripping into, suspiciously, a lot of, not myself, but other people of color. I'm not calling myself a person of color. I know it's going to get clipped out of context here as well, and then you're going to be like, meh, 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 whatever. No.
Hassan sounds like me right now, just rambling.
Just noticing that you have just been going after a lot of people of color, Arabs, Muslims in general, just constantly talking about how scary they are. You know, why are they so scary? I don't know, because maybe you're an Islamophobic moron who retweets or basically tweets out Ben Shapiro quotes about Hamas. Maybe that's the reason why people think you're super pro-Israel, okay? Maybe that's why.
Hot potato. This is an inflammatory, often untrue statement or question used to throw an opponent off guard or to embarrass them. The fact that it may be utterly untrue is irrelevant because it still brings controversy to the opponent.
Make no mistake, I'm a serious person who definitely understands things. Very smart, very intelligent. Definitely not a hack, failed, dumb comedian, in air quotes.
You are on the fucking ball right now. Okay, sorry, we're gonna have to come back to your video, Miss Rattabrat.
Check this out. I'm gonna show you how I afforded this car. Okay, you ready? All right.
Hi again, everyone.
Okay, so dropped 1 minute ago. Alex, you were really on the ball. I don't have notifications on, I guess. I'm not subscribed on this channel either. But anyways, I will never forgive Hassan Piker for this.
Hi again, everyone. I'm back with a little update for you guys regarding Hassan. First of all, I want to thank everyone for watching the content nuke and enjoying it. And I'm glad to see that a lot of people have really resonated with the message. One of those people, unfortunately, is not Hassan Piker, who has continued to spread Hamas propaganda and even elevated his brazenness. Take, for example, the tragic story of the Bibas family. The dad, 2 kids, and the mom were all taken hostage on October 7th after the grandparents were murdered in their home. The children, 8 months and 3 years old, was kidnapped with their mom, and the dad was kidnapped separately. Hamas murdered the children and their mom in captivity, and recently just returned their corpses to Israel. Let's take a look at how Hassan reacted to this tragic update.
As music blares, Hamas fighters carry the coffins of 4 dead Israeli hostages, 2 of them children, the youngest to have been abducted on October the 7th. On stage, an offensive propaganda message blaming Prime
Offensive propaganda message? Offensive propaganda message? Offensive propaganda message?
Hassan has it in his heart somehow to laugh at the coffins of 2 slain children at the hands of a violent terrorist organization. According to the forensic experts, the children were strangled to death, murdered at the hands of Hamas, likely because they didn't know how to take care of 2 young kids in captivity for 2 years. So instead of taking care of them, they chose to murder them.
The war criminal Netanyahu and his Nazi army killed them with missiles from Zionist warplanes. What are we doing? There is no lie here. This is correct.
I just don't get how you can make such a, like you're making a blatant assumption. Why wouldn't you just say, has this been proven or not? Just play the fucking idiot at least.
The fuck?
Hassan wants us to believe that the only thing wrong with this is that they called him a Nazi, right? Obviously, it's the way that they're parading around this family of these murdered children, these innocent children. Can he really not see the tastelessness in this? The disrespect? Take a look at his chat. It's no better. The truth is offensive. Hamas.
The fuck? I didn't even see this. I didn't see this at all. Jesus Christ. Okay,
has the best fits. To the slain Israeli family, rip bozo.
Bro.
How do I get that poster? They snap.
Because even if you don't think Hassan is like being disrespectful or being evil, you can't deny that some of these people need to be banned or need to be removed like permanently from the internet.
Snapped on that. That mural kicks ass. Dude, it was a family. Correction. Settlers, implying that children born in Israel deserve to be slaughtered. Quote, their home? Lol. It is their home. They were born there. Whose home are they in again? Their home? Yes, it's their home. They were born there. The mom was an IDF spy. They were not civilians, and they used their kids as human shields. I really don't even know what to say about that one. I might call this person schizophrenic, but I'm afraid this is just what happens to your brain when you watch Hassan for too long. Hamas is fucking based, and I'm tired of people pretending they're not. Again, this is just a few examples from the 30 seconds preceding Hassan's statement. I'll let the chat run for you at the end of the video, and you can take your time to read through it to see just how vile it is. You'll notice that there is overwhelming support.
I mean, yeah, just even looking at those
for the propaganda for Hamas, and zero respect shown for the dead children. Notice here, however, that one person says defended Hassan. Watch how quickly this gets moderated out of his chat.
They did show this on stream,
yeah, including Guardian, BBC, and other Western.
There it is. It's gone. Hassan claims he has no control over how his chat is moderated, apparently. Yet, 90% of it is people celebrating the death of these kids. And the one person that has even the slightest bit of pushback is immediately moderated.
And honestly, it wasn't even a critical comment. It was a comment literally asking him to defend it, saying, hey, if you think this is okay, then actually defend it and don't just say, this, what are you talking about? This is the truth. It was Israel. It wasn't Hamas, the people that had them in captivity. They just decided to pick up their corpses.
After laughing over the corpses of slain children, Hassan continues to guzzle Hamas propaganda, and this reaction that I can only describe as nauseating. Take a look.
Now let's take a look at how the hostages were released. I wonder if Western media will actually show the release videos, because there was some interesting sites that were disconcerting for the Israeli state and their project overall, but let's see.
Omer was among 6 released by Hamas in Gaza this morning. The 6 are the last living hostages to be returned in this ceasefire's first phase. The 22-year-old was paraded on stage. He'd been kidnapped from a music festival, and yet remarkably, he kissed 2 of the men who had been
I hope he said no homo after, bro.
I was waiting for you to say something intelligent, but if you're just literally going to make a joke and not actually, like, analyze the stuff you're watching, Mr. Journalist. I want to be the reaction guy. You want to be the journalist. I get to talk about how, oh, ha 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 ha, gay jokes. That's not your job.
Straight up. Hey, Hassan, please give us your take. I mean, it's the same as the dudes who fucking dapped up the Hamas dudes.
I mean, it is probably the same, right? They probably encouraged them to do it, or their family and friends who are still in captivity, not even family and friends, just going, hey, you see this family right here that you know nothing about? Unless you kiss us, we're going to kill them. That's just an assumption, yes. But is that so hard to believe? Especially given that later on they said, you know, that very thing. Not exactly that, but you get what I'm saying.
The dudes who dapped them up in the first ceasefire, do you not remember? And everybody freaked the fuck out about it. And they were like, oh, they must be drugged. Hamas is giving them drugs. And that.
If anyone was saying they were giving them drugs, that's stupid too. It's just dumb. Yeah, they probably didn't give them drugs. Maybe they did. If they looked like they were like, you know, moving around weird, I could believe that. But dapping them up, yeah, probably not. They probably dapped them up because, again, they were like, hey, you're going to give me a handshake, you're going to blow me kisses, or we still got people here. Just remember that.
That's why they're dabbing them up. Hamas gave them the drugs that make you dab up Hamas. It turns out that there is a new, even scarier drug out there that Hamas has in their hands. It's called
Spanish Fly. Can't think on your feet?
It's called the drug that makes you kiss Hamas.
Bro.
That drug is called
oh my God.
A gun to your head. And it's so painfully obvious of a concept, I feel nauseated even having to say it. Here you can see the head propagandist giving the hostage instructions. The hostage looks to his side to make sure he understands. Then the propagandist leans in to explain the strategy to the two terrorists on his left. And right on cue, the hostage leans in to kiss not one, but the two of them. It's clear to anyone with a functioning brain that this was not done out of affection for his captors. Of course, we don't need to even look at the footage, just ask the hostage what he thought. Here's the hostage who was kissing him on the head. In Hebrew, it says, I had no choice, the dogs made me do it. Hassan thought this was such a great point.
They were probably just lying afterwards. He loved them so much in the moment that he had to kiss them because they were treating him so well, and he just loved them and they were his best friends. But then afterwards, he was encouraged by the IDF to lie because he wants to be a liar, a terrorist Israeli scum. Like, I just don't, like, it really is just the cognitive dissonance you have to hold to believe half of this stuff is so
He even took to his Discord to share his thoughts. First, they had the drug that makes you dab Hamas. Now they have one that makes you kiss Hamas. I'm losing.
He literally still couldn't think of a funnier joke. He couldn't think of it's dap too. It's not okay, but anyways, he still couldn't think of anything better to say, so he just repeated what he said on stream, which was like literally the worst thing ever. And then losing my mind, and I don't know who else.
My mind. I don't know who else to share this info with. A good place to start would be a therapist. The next best place would maybe be the NSA. More excerpts from the hostages say that they were forced to drink seawater, that they were giving rotten food, and that they were held in cages. Or, as Hassan likes to call it, hospitality. What gracious hosts they are.
Bro, every time they're releasing hostages, the next wave they're gonna be like, actually, I'm good. Like, I'm staying.
Well, I'm happy that the content nuke was able to make its way around and really influence people's thoughts on the matter. I am disheartened to see that Hassan is still spreading, without any care in the world, disgusting, violent, anti-Semitic Hamas propaganda that dehumanizes Israelis and delegitimizes their suffering. As I said in the content nuke, we must always keep the plight of the Palestinians at the front of our mind. The point that I've made that is consistently lost.
I think the point that has always been made is it needs to be in the front of our mind, but our mind is not made up of just the front. So we have a lot of brain to use. We can care about a lot of things and carry a lot of nuance. And I never liked Hassan either. Honestly, I never knew who Destiny was. I liked Ethan. When I was a kid, I liked Leafy. I was a fan of Leafy. Then I found out about Ethan, and then I was like, you know what? I always thought it was a little weird when Leafy was laughing at, autistic people and, children that were just trying to make content, because I was a child at one point trying to make content. So, you feel the plight of the individual. But then I found Ethan. Then when Hassan came on, I remember just being like, I don't care about this. I tried to watch Hassan here and there. I hated how much he yelled at his fans. I hated his takes on stuff. He just wasn't very funny. He was more of a curator than a commentator. He would just curate content for people. And I guess that's all right.
Lost on Hassan.
But then after I found Destiny, I was like, okay, Destiny is all right. And then I always thought Destiny was a piece of shit and was just like, okay, he's right on certain things. And then found out all this current stuff, and I was like, okay. Once that broken clock starts stabbing you, broken clocks right twice a day, but once the glass shards start jumping out in your face, you should probably throw the whole clock away. So yeah.
Is that we have to care about everyone. You have to show empathy for both sides. You can't laugh over the coffins of slain Israeli children because they're Israeli. Peace has never felt further away when people like Hassan are turning people against each other, fomenting hate, disinformation, while supporting radical, reactionary, terrorist organizations. Peace happens when both sides see each other as human, recognize the humanity in each other. That's when we come together and find peace. Hassan is doing the opposite. During this war, Hassan has poisoned the minds of many young people with the idea that Israelis are evil, that they are all valid military targets, that the babies are settlers. And this is the result: laughing over the coffins of slain children, unable to spare a mote of dust of empathy for innocents that were killed in Israel. And just like a radical extremist in Israel that says all Palestinians are valid military targets, which I would condemn a million times, and I cry and my heart bleeds for all the innocents that are dying in Gaza. Why can't you do the same?
I have to finish writing this.
Poignant. And I would agree that Destiny and Vosh are as boring and unfunny as Hassan, but I never watched them for the comedy. It was really like I appreciated Destiny's ability to use the Socratic method. Like, he was able to kind of, in debates, he can argue, and just because you're good at arguing doesn't mean you're a good person. But I think it's good to be able to break down other people's ideas, and to then be able to reaffirm or, reconstruct your own. If you don't understand other people's ideas, how can you form a, justified thought? But yeah, we'll go back to this now.
It's still doing 2014 memes on the timeline. Well, I'm not on the timeline anymore. I'm actually too scared to be on the timeline, so I just fucking constantly whine about it from behind my Instagram stories, even though I'm a 50-year-old dude with like 3 children.
Ad hominem attack. You attack the messenger instead of the argument or evidence that is presented.
What am I supposed to do? Watch every crash out? You think like every single time some slop tuber makes a video, this is actually incredibly important points? The only thing you're demonstrating is your own stupidity. It's an hour and 40 minutes of a sex pests, cults, communities, compiled garbage that he took a week off to literally shave off the serial numbers off of, basically, just so that there wasn't that stink associated with it, because unfortunately for him, his favorite content creator was outed as a sex pest for consensually and unconsensually recording people while they're having sex and then distributing it to...
It is just funny because, like I said, most of us are sane individuals that when someone that we were watching, I don't have a favorite content. Like, my favorite content creator is probably Ethan. And if it all of a sudden came out like Hila got a divorce and was like, Ethan beat me. He got really drunk one night. That's why he doesn't usually drink, but he just started drinking and he started beating me. I would have no problem being like, damn, I didn't know that about Ethan. I guess he was able to hide it really well, but he's a piece of shit. Not going to watch him anymore. But all these things are just so hyperbolic that why would I ever constitute it as a reason? But like something like the stuff with Destiny, we're easily able to go, yeah, Destiny's a piece of shit. I always thought he was kind of a piece of shit. He turns out to be a lot bigger of a piece of shit than I thought. So bye. And I mean, Ethan liked him for what? He liked his old gaming stuff. Is that what Ethan said? So
a bunch of other 19-year-old Discord e-girl kittens that he wanted to fuck. And then all of those videos were leaked a month ago, including videos of him having sex with his ex-wife, who I know for a fact she has mentioned did not give him consent to release those videos to random people. And the idea that this is a deflection is moronic, because I have mentioned every single stupid point brought up a million times over. But yeah.
Guilt by association. When someone connects an opponent to a demonized group of people or to a bad person in order to discredit his or her argument, the idea is that the person is guilty by simply being similar or associated with the bad group, and therefore their arguments should be disregarded. The main takeaway I hope people get from this video is to be more critical of those you choose to watch, even if you believe them to be morally righteous. Take time to leave your content bubble and engage with diverse ideas, including those you don't agree with. Engaging with media you don't agree with doesn't mean you endorse those beliefs, but it does help protect you against propaganda. Before I wrap up, I wanted to show some clips from Ethan's video too. I think it's only fair given that we've only seen clips from Hassan's perspective up to this point.
The problem wasn't that he was pro-Palestinian, because I share a lot of those views and I've been a stalwart supporter of the Palestinian cause for many years. The problem with Hassan's coverage, and a lot of people like him, was their complete lack of empathy for the Jewish people who were frankly slaughtered by Hamas. He refused to show even a crumb of empathy for the Jewish victims. But listen to what this guy has to say.
As you might have seen.
See, I think you're right, Alex, and it's always just like a recorrection, because it started off with the right-wing audience because of all the blue-haired feminist content and all the, I can't even think of the right word, all that stuff. All of the, why my brain is just gone today, but you get what I'm saying. He was making all the content, calling out, all the humongous stuff. And then he wanted to shed that and started showing more of his liberal values on the podcast while staying a bit edgy. But then when Trisha came on, he gained a large liberal audience. Very forward-thinking people. Then he shed a bit of that when him and Trisha broke up. But then the group that stayed was only then influenced by the group that came from Hassan. And then that just kind of radicalized a large group of the audience. Yeah, social justice warriors, SJWs. Thank you. I don't know why my brain is just so melted today. Maybe I need to drink some water.
There was some sort of rave or desert party where they were having a great time until the resistance came in electrified hang.
Was that my video or was it?
A great time until the resistance came in electrified hang gliders and took at least several dozen hipsters. But I'm sure they're doing very fine despite what the New York Post says. But nobody has...
I'm glad you know, random black dude in New York. I'm glad you think that they're being treated very kindly.
Seen this coming.
I mean, that's insane, right?
I don't even... Yeah, okay.
Okay. I'm just criticizing people. You don't have to comment if you're not comfortable about it. I honestly felt at times that he and his audience barely thought of Israelis as humans. But this dude just called babies militants.
No, I understand. And there are baby settlers as well. But there are baby settlers as well. There are babies in the settlement.
Of course, if you compare the raw numbers, Gazans have lost a lot more than Israelis. 40,000 people have died, and neighborhoods have been completely flattened during this war. And while we should keep their plight at the top of our minds at all time, it also doesn't mean that we should disregard the lives of the Jewish people who are also affected by this, even if their suffering on the whole is not as great. Some of you may know that I'm an Israeli dual citizen. My wife is Israeli, my kids are half Israeli, and my entire in-law is Israeli. I lived there for 5 years, and I grew a closeness with the country and its people. One of the biggest issues between me, Hassan, and his community was that I am in favor of a two-state solution while they are in favor of a one-state solution.
I'll leave links to resources I used in the description. Thank you for watching and stay vigilant.
Great stuff, great stuff. Before we get into this is a too lazy to try video. I have a few little like ending stuff for when I run out of content. We're getting close to showtime. What's supposed to start at 1:30 still? Yep, they did. Right now, 12:10. Perfect. So what I have next is this one. Wings quit the podcast. I was like, no, what? He's the best part of LolcowLive. This can't happen. But it turns out he didn't really quit. He was back in the next episode. But anyways, there was the first like 20 minutes of this, and then I have some timestamps of both this and the following episode. So yeah, this just the start of this was amazing too. But yeah, Wings quits in this episode.
People retarded.
Mm-hmm.
Our subreddit stays retarded. Yeah.
They sure are. What is going on, gentlemen?
You sound enthusiastic to be here today, Keemstar.
Keem's burnt. I'm so like, okay.
Everybody's burned out. We've been doing a show a day for 3.5 months.
No, you are not burnt out. I am burnt out.
Well, I am 100% burned out.
Oh yeah, I can put a link to her channel right now, actually.
I just got big plans this weekend, so I'm excited.
If I had to do what you had to do, bro,
what do you do extra than me?
What do I do extra than you?
No, what have you done extra on the show to me today?
Today?
Oh my god!
Yeah. I had this on this show, just this show, not the other shows.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just this show.
One, I set up a whole computer from beginning to end. Set up a whole computer, the studio computer for Fat Camp. I went through a bunch of the planning for Fat Camp and things that I needed to do. I went and got a bunch of fucking equipment.
Well, you just generalized. What did you plan for Fat Camp?
No, I'm not going to tell you what the plan is for Fat Camp. You don't.
Okay, because like I've had plans for Fat Camp too. Like here's a question, Keemstar. That big ass room you want to do 24 hours.
See, I know none of it's real anymore. It really is like the WWE. I just like going with the flow because some of the stuff they say is just so beautiful. It's the best content on the internet. It truly is. They deserve 1 million subscribers, 1 million views and upload. It is a hit or a miss though. It's either they deserve 1 million views or 0, because really, I just you'll see.
Hours a day, and where are you putting the mics at? What mics do you have?
I have multiple different mics that I've purchased. All right, I have wireless mics. I have boom mics.
Wireless mics ain't gonna work on a 24-hour stream.
I have podcast. Oh, what kind of mic would you like? Go ahead.
We need 3 condenser mics. We need 2 shotgun mics. We need 5 microphones.
I literally just explained that.
Total.
I literally have everything.
You just said you had wireless mics. So the wireless mic's not going to work for 24-hour stream because the batteries.
I have a wireless mic. I have fucking condenser mics. I have fucking powered amped mics. I have 1 million mics.
Yeah, but you haven't told us any of this. Like, how am I supposed to be able to figure out how to do this? Because like, here's the thing.
You're pissing
when
me
I get
off.
done driving, I'm going to set this room up.
You're asking me what I did today, and now
Boogie's face is beautiful. He's trying to show off them pearly whites he got. Got to get his money worth. But yeah, I just love that this is almost an argument about nothing. Why do you care about the mics that he has? You have a very basic setup. You could honestly be just using your headset. Just do that. It'd sound a lot funnier.
Now you're getting into the details of what kind of fucking mic is here.
I'm just trying to say you act like you're the only person that thinks about the show.
That is a small part of what you can think, right? You can think, but do you do? I'm doing. You asked me what I'm doing, not what I'm thinking.
It's true.
Tell them what else you've been doing.
I want to
Had
hear it all.
multiple different meetings with multiple different companies this morning about how to set up the food and the sponsorships and this and that and da. I had a multiple meetings about the boxing ring that I'm trying to get there so we can do some sparring and all that stuff and organizing that and trying to set up that. At the same time, I had to launch test, and I'm testing out different shows. And then I got Jay calling me, saying he wants to bring Rich back all of a sudden, which is like fucking a whole shit that.
I wonder if he's going to have actual waivers, because if he's just trying to build a ring, you're still going to get people hurt. All you need is like some waivers. Just get him to sign them, and then they think they can't sue, and they won't even try.
I got to deal with now.
Who cares about being
Super
notarized?
$19.99. Wings talking as if he's not the most useless person on this show.
I got
but
this
he makes
person
Glenn
calling.
Ban
look
that person,
professional.
please.
Hell, Kelly is more interesting once she's on mic.
Don't hate on Wings.
He wants to call me useless. Ban him.
So what if he's a racist, sexist, redneck? Wings is funnier than any of these chumps they have on this show.
Useless?
Ban Overlord.
Boogie's funniest part is his face. That's like his funniest bit, is just making faces over and over again.
For useless?
Yes, ban him. You ban for less.
Useless?
Damn, Jordy in a mood today. Yeah, let me tell you
He's
something.
not the
I
only
literally
one.
just
I'm
got
in
off
a
the
mood.
Discord.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this.
Pissed off Keemstar today.
The worst
Jordy's just
part
shitting the
about
bed
this
right now.
show has been all the other shows. We should have stopped with Rewind.
Well, Queens and Rewind.
No, Queens and Rewind.
Lucy
Like Queens and
Fina
Rewind should have been
super
it.
chatted $20.
3 series.
Monkey see monkey.
What he's talking about is the fact that they have this many podcasts in the Lolcow universe. They have Lolcow Queens, Lolcow Rewind, Lolcow Milkers, Lolcow Tech Talk, Gaming Lolcow, Lolcow Aussie, I guess that's Australia, Lolcow Test, Lolcow Nerd, Lolcow Cafe. Are there any more? That's it. So that's 9. That's 9 separate podcasts for no reason.
Don't. Wings XOXO.
Dead serious. Ban Overlord.
For saying you're useless?
2,340.
I'll leave the show if he doesn't ban Overlord today. I'll just go take the day off.
Keem, you can be burnt out. You run multiple successful companies. Boogie and Wings sit here for 1:30 every day and act like they're down in a coal mine for 10 hours a day.
Shit, I ain't burnt out. I got a vacation plan, but I don't mean I'm burnt out. I like this work. I like this job.
This is the most fans Boogie's seen in years. He knows he's on the up and up.
The number one reason why I'm burnt
Even if that's still kind of flatlined.
out is not because of all the crazy shit that I'm doing, which is a lot. There's a lot on my plate, and I haven't had a break. I haven't seen my kid in 10 days. That's another thing that's getting to me, which I'm definitely doing this weekend.
I have it saved in the next episode. We're just gonna leave after Wings quits, but in the next episode, Wings and Boogie are like, "Who the fuck cares? Who the fuck cares?" that Keemstar has to see his kids.
Like 10 days is like the longest stretch I think I've ever had.
I'm getting ahead of
I'm
myself.
gonna give it 10 minutes for Overlord to be banned.
Don't ban him.
AJ Payne super
Crybaby
$19.99.
This series set a timer for 10 minutes.
Wings losing his mind. He can't ban whoever lol.
Bro, over useless. I don't get. He said useless.
And
Who
him.
cares?
Super chatted $20.
Why do you care about that?
Boxing ring, huh? I get first dibs.
I've showed you what I'm gonna do. 10 minutes, ban him or don't.
Big shit talkers.
He set the
I
timer.
can't wait, and we'll see you there.
He gave an ultimatum. That's what we call being a real man. You give an ultimatum because I'm not going to stay here. You're not going to disrespect me. You can't call me useless or a baby or useless over and over again.
What is going on in your life that you came in this ornery today?
No, I'm not ornery. I'm not taking that guff.
Do people, this is literally what they do. They come in here and call me every name in the book. Who cares?
I just don't understand.
Why are you taking
how,
offense to this
I just
one
don't-
dumb
I don't,
thing?
I don't get useless. Like that's like who cares?
Who cares? You banned for less than that. You banned people that actually are part of this community for less than that.
I'll tell
Ban
you
that
what
bitch
it
made
is.
motherfucker.
I tell you
Give
why
me
he's
an
so offended, because he
example.
believes that person's right. That's why he's so offended.
So handsome.
I think. Oh, I can't
Gotta
buy
love.
this.
Whoa, whoa. You're empowered.
Gotta
I don't
love.
believe that.
We gotta love Boogie the psychoanalyst.
Why he's so offended, because he believes that person's right. That's why he's so offended.
He believes he's useless.
I don't believe that person's right.
Luke
Then why are
Schwinn
you offended?
super chatted $19.99. Hey Keen, I have an idea for Fat Camp. Have all the fat men engage in a race called the roly-poly race, where they have to roll to the finish line and say roly-poly as they roll. Hash roly-poly haha.
Wings ain't doing that. Ban that guy.
Well, I probably won't be on the show tonight, honestly.
Boogie, does this make any sense to you at all?
Not at all. Not at all.
I
think something else is going on in his life or something. That's
Nothing else is going off in my life.
So then why are you so mad at everybody today?
Why don't you just ban this worthless ass motherfucker?
He donates all the time. And what did he,
does
say?
not.
What did he do that's worth banning? What did he say that's worth banning?
I already told you.
Why does that bother you? Tell me
Why
that
does King
comment
get to
bothers you.
ban anybody he wants without questioning people? I want that dude banned.
All Wings wants is a little bit of authority. He wants his word to mean something. He's saying, hey, this guy called me useless. I want to show him how useless I am by getting him banned. You know, that shows my authority, my ability, my acumen as a creator. But if you can't give me that, then I'll go stream to my 58 viewers. Hey, and I would love 58 viewers. I'm not talking down on him, but I'm just saying.
Didn't really unbans him. I'll ban the guy and then immediately unban him like Keemstar does. If that's what you want. Overlord, I'm gonna ban you for 30 seconds.
No, but he's banned. If I see him donate again, I'll just leave every time he donates again.
Wow.
He's out.
Chilled
Ostracized.
Milk super chatted $20. Wings can't be burned out. He has so much fat that lamp will burn eternal.
And then the funniest part about it is now everybody's spamming that you're useless because you made such a big deal out of it. So now everybody's gonna do it.
Ban them
People
all.
gotta donate to do
I
it.
can't even be burnt out because Wings is stealing my thunder. No, you're not going to crash out.
Motherfucker,
King.
Butter
USA.
Ooh,
super
I
chatted
want 2 days off a week.
Wings
Bro,
UO
we
King for
have
life.
2 days
You
off.
get
What are you
less than
talking about?
LolcowLive. Ethan Ralph and Review Tech Pull quadruple the amount, and you've been an incel for 3 years.
What?
King C4N3 super
What are they
chatted
saying?
$20. Wings, why are you so useless?
Wings, you owe Keem for life. You get less than 100 live. Ethan, Ralph, and Review Tech Poll quadruple the amount of views.
Trollolopta super chatted $20. Wings, I'm with you on a lot of things,
Alexa,
but banning someone for
raise the
calling you useless. You're just being butthurt about it. People have said worse to you on this channel, and you didn't ask to ban them or throw a fit.
This was supposed to be my crash out, and he stole it from me. Now
Let's everybody crash out. Fuck it.
Overlord
be
super
my
chatted $19.99.
I want to be the
Bye,
baby.
Wings waving.
Boogie's just happy that he's not on the chopping block right now. He's happy that these two are both fighting, so he can just be stupid in the background going, ooh. He's about to start doing the Numa.
Hand medium dark skin tone.
I mean, like you
Finally
could test
get
my
someone
gangster if
that
you
is
want. You
entertaining,
know I
not
don't
in
say
face.
shit I don't mean.
What do I normally do? I'll do that today.
I wanted
You
to
got
be the
6 minutes and 27 seconds.
Bro, I
to
wanted
ban
to
him.
be the giant baby. I wanted to be the cry baby today. I wanted to cry. I wanted to be the little bitch today. And Wings is like, nope, I'm taking it. Like, come on, bro. I can't even crash out without someone taking it from me.
This is the best
SCT
show.
47 super.
Wings is useless. He wakes up 10 minutes before stream and just had to sit here for 90 minutes. Test my gangster. Hey,
Chatted
he's
$20.
telling him.
Danny is big talker. I get first.
Go to your
dibs on
200 viewers.
boxing
Hey,
him
it's
and
less than 100, but even so, every viewer counts.
knocking him out. See if you can fight in real life, buddy boy, little Danny boy. I cannot wait for you to coward out like you do in
Oh,
daily
he said
life.
something else.
Is he talking to me? I guess I'm Danny.
Finally get someone that is entertaining.
I think he's talking to somebody else he's beefing with, and maybe the Discord.
But
that's weird.
Like, you gotta chill with that, Wings, because it's like he said.
No, I'm not chilling with it. I'm dying on this hill.
Why? Who is? There's got to be more reason than just.
There's no more reason than that one donation.
Is it this Breaking Banquet video you're upset about or something?
I don't even watch Breaking Banquet. There's nothing
What
I'm
are you
upset.
upset about today?
You shouldn't say Breaking Banquet. Now he's going to use that in his intro, guys. You're doing Wings a disservice.
I'm not upset about nothing.
How'd you get sand in your pussy today?
Dude, I'm fucking burnt out. And he's like, what did you do more than me? I'm like, a lot. Like, what the fuck? And then I got to ban someone. Like, what is going on?
Dude, you ban so many people every day.
Trollolopta super chatted $20. It would be funny if Wings and Keem both crashed out and Boogie had to be the rational one for once.
I banned.
Sounds like I'm gonna have to be.
Lucy Fina super chatted $20.
Fuck.
Wings is all butthurt that he can't even keep 100 viewers on his.
Bro, everybody's not realizing this is their game. They are getting so much money from this. All these people that just want to be like, ha ha ha, it would be funny if Wings and Keem both crashed out. Welcome to the ban world. I need to spend my money better. LOL. Real stuff.
Streams. Keem
All
Wings
right.
is trying to
ban
steal
him
your
too.
thunder.
Luca
What a
Fena,
Becky
you just
move.
got banned as well. The reason I get 100,
It's
150
Lucy.
viewers
You banned Lucy Fina.
stream
Problem.
You are
is
butthurt.
not is because the only time I'm up is fucking 2 o'clock in the morning,
Luca,
and I don't get.
Just because it's 2 o'clock in the morning where you are doesn't mean it's 2 o'clock in the morning for everybody else. If you have fans, they'll kind of accumulate. I don't have a big viewer pool because I don't have a big audience. If I had a bigger audience, hopefully I would have more viewers. But if you have a big audience and still no viewers, you got to work on your content strategy.
To stream that very often.
Luca Fina is one of the rare, beautiful women in our fan base. I'm not banning her.
All right.
I feel like this is Lucy
4 minutes and
Fina.
17 seconds.
And
Well,
they
we
keep
know what
saying
the problem
lucky.
is. He wants to go build up his own thing. I guess he's trying to get up to 200 viewers. I guess.
No, I could average 450 if I did it regularly at prime time.
Why the fuck do you even want to stream on your own channel? You don't even like it.
Because my own channel is always going to be there.
So is this. So is any other company that I make for you.
Well,
or
no,
whatever.
I mean he's pulling a Tommy C. He's saying he's planning on quitting. I guess.
No, I don't plan on quitting. But like these two motherfuckers
Yeah,
are gone.
you said you plan on quitting in 4 minutes. So
No, I'm just gonna go quit. I'm just not gonna do the show today.
I'm glad it's happening before March 1st.
I can't believe it. I wanted to be a baby today. I want
Did Boogie just say in February during Black History Month? Why did he say that? I'm glad this happened before March 1st.
cry. I want to complain. And he stole it from me. Now I don't even like, now it's just like, okay, I guess my life isn't that bad, you know?
Gamma Vortex super chatted $20.
This guy's bent out of shape
Wings
over
is
a
literally
fucking
letting
donation.
someone get under his skin.
I just don't understand why. Like, you would never, even on your personal channel, ban donators.
Oh, I would have banned probably 50 people already on this chat.
You say all the time, Wings, you go, if you want to talk
Delocated
shit,
super
say it on the
chatted
back of a $10
$20.
bill.
Wings, you are as useless as your D cause of your ED Keen. You are the man. Thank you for all the hard work you do. You're the reason why we have this entertainment and you actually care about the fans unlike these two.
Cialis.
Thank you.
Thank you, Michael, for the Cialis.
See, I feel like it's like that thing of it's the WWE where they have an idea, they plan stuff out, but it's never going to go 100% right. Like Wings is probably actually getting a little tilted by the comments because that's like his thing. He rages on gaming and stuff, so I can believe he's actually hating that these guys are calling him useless. I would ban everybody that called me useless in the chat, and we would have 5 viewers left. If I was able to do it, I would ban everybody that is mean to me. Which I do believe, but that's probably why he doesn't have that many live viewers.
That shit was good.
I needed that. I actually
I'll let my haters sit in here.
Because I'm...
Let's go.
The number one reason why I'm the way I am right now is not due to the work and stress or any of that bullshit. It's because I'm not eating because I'm trying to get ready for fat camp. But
oh, that reminds me, I got food being delivered right now.
So I'm like
That's
fucking
exciting.
just. I don't have energy to do this. But
Jordy, you remember
I'm
what we're
doing
supposed
it.
to do today? We're supposed to eat today. You're gonna quit before you get to eat on stream?
Yes.
Damn.
Why?
Are we gonna
Where
go
the fuck is
50-50
this
when he
coming
leaves, or what's the
from?
plan?
Where is this coming? Did you plan to come on the show today and ban a bunch of people?
No.
Then where the fuck is this coming from?
Minute 52 seconds. Ban overlord.
We're gonna ban 2 people. Then we're gonna ban everybody else that talk shit about you. It's like 20 people to just talk shit about you.
I think it really just history or something, but regardless.
Well,
You're just gone.
It's time to cull the herd. Let them know that there's consequences to their actions.
Hey, Robert Hertrick from Shark Tank. I'm a huge fan.
Ain't no bitch in my blood leaves from a dono.
Saving money. Easy.
Respergoo super chatted $20. God of 2 boring guys.
I am the creator of God of 2 boring guys.
I get it.
Imperia super chatted $20. Overlord on the level of page 5 up in Wing's mind like the birds shit in our eyes. Chilled Milk super chatted $20. Wings just wants the same rule Pharaoh got. Only be on 3/5 of the show and get full pay. Give Wings the 3/5 rule. Overlord super chatted $19.
I know where this is coming from,
Wings
Buggy.
leave and let Keen's wife
Where?
take your place.
Because I said
At
I
least
was.
she's bring some entertainment and not
I
sit
know
around complaining.
I know exactly
By
where
the
this
way,
is
I'm
coming
still
from.
here, clown pig face, pig face, pig face.
So
Wag
remember how you put.
2,348
God,
super
stop
chatted
donating. I can't say what I'm trying to say.
$19.99. Wings, you do realize that doing 5 shows a week is still less
Imagine
than
having
an
to beg
8-hour
people to
workday.
stop donating.
Way less.
Thomas Kellogg super chatted
Oh,
$20.
for fuck's sake.
Why do you want someone banned even if
thank
they
you,
said
baby.
something? It's not the end of world. Suck if it up and deal with
Boogie,
it, snowflake.
I have figured out what is going on with Wings. You put in the group chat that you asked Wings if he would stream tomorrow because Keem desperately needs the weekend off. And Wings is saying to himself, well, shit, I do as much work as Keem. That's where this is all coming from, and that's why he wants me to ban people. That's what it was. That's literally what it was.
I like that Keemstar just like gets off on this idea that he works so hard and does so much. Like, yes, you're a businessman. You should be working hard. If it was like just super like easy and nothing, everybody would be in your position. But complaining about that seems a little bit stupid. But I do have a few more things to look at in this episode.
Wings, dude, wish I could work.
I watched after this because I had skipped that beginning part because I just wanted to see why he left. So that was the main reason he left. But then they say this.
Did you see the thumbnail for Nerds?
Oh, this was just. So the other timestamp I have is him explaining why he thinks that Wings left. This is just a weird point where Boogie, apparently they were calling out that one of the podcasts, Lolcow Nerd, they were talking about this.
I didn't think that you were going to actually...
I'm not going to do what Wings says, but they were, I guess, saying you could see her nipples in these. You could see her nipples in these pictures. But the way Boogie talks about it's hilarious.
No, what was it?
It's Zayzud's nips.
Shut up. Where?
For real. Look at this thumbnail. You can see. They told me on the Discord you could see him clear as day. I thought they were bullshitting. I thought they were being prudes.
Lolcow Nerds. All right.
This ain't OnlyFans, Zay. Goddamn, girl.
You can't see her nipple. She's wearing a black shirt.
Zoom in. Zoom in.
Okay, she's wearing a black shirt. Who cares?
I understand, but they're like...
I just like him going, zoom in. No, really look at it.
Puffy. I don't know. Like,
They're
people are complaining about it. Now I see what they were complaining about. Damn.
There's nothing to complain
God
about.
damn, Boogie.
There's literally nothing to complain
I mean,
about.
I know women got nipples and sometimes they're aroused, but maybe we don't always put that in the YouTube thumbnail. I'm just saying.
Truly a man of class. And then this is him explaining What he thought.
Why? The entire reason why we had the crash out today was because he got salty, and now, right? Because he thinks that he does more than me on this show, that we do the same fucking thing, right? And he doesn't want to work tomorrow. And then he's thinking, okay, well, I'm going to fucking leave. I'm going to be a baby. And then once I get all the fucking attention, I'm going to bring it over to my personal channel where I make all the money. Because everyone's going to go over there and talk shit to me and donate. He played.
If that was the plan, it didn't work because he got the same amount of views that he always gets and probably the same amount of donations. Wings just games. He's just on there just playing video games. He isn't doing anything. And I feel like he is probably banning people that would talk shit.
Mr. Wings is live. See you later.
Because he did.
He played us.
I don't think it's as evil as all that.
It is.
But
it is.
You think so?
It's all evil.
Bro, why is he live right now?
So I
so
think he's like
can
trying.
Get the fucking people.
I guess
he fucked up.
Because this was streamed 2 days ago. Maybe he's on Twitch or something. Because this was streamed 4 days ago.
Us. He straight up fucked us, Boogie. Now go answer the fucking question about the Raspberry fucking Pi.
Best joystick games. Love me every Pac-Man game. Miss Pac-Man, Junior Pac-Man. You got to get all of those. A lot of the Nintendo Versus ones. It's fun to play the arcade version of Mario.
Yeah, so that was that episode. There wasn't too much that was important from that, just that beginning. But then I was like, "What is this?" I forgot that they stopped doing videos of any kind. They were like, "We don't need an editor. Fire the editor." And then they just started doing only live streams. So I guess I can start with this clip. They shout out our boy AB.
Poor Billy.
Billy's like, I don't even know where I am anymore. I'm just happy to be here.
Hey, Billy, can you redirect? I'm about to redirect this stream to H3H3 podcast.
The fuck?
Please do.
Did you guys know that Star Kid...
For people that are confused, the LolcowLive, the boys are gone. They decided that they weren't going to have the main hosts on the podcast for this day. So they had Billy the Fridge hosting and then some other Lolcow, I don't know, Lolcows, I guess. Like I was saying, from all the different channels that they have. So I think some of them are from, one of them's from Lolcow Nerd, one of them's from these other ones, who knows.
Killer AB from H3H3 became a member of the Lolcow Rewind channel last night.
Oh.
Really?
Oh, shit.
Well, at least he's a go.
AB's a paying member. He pays for LolcowLive. He's paying their paychecks.
Even gave some
Let's not forget
gifted.
this. And 50 gifted. Wow.
Nice.
Might have to repay that guy by redirecting to the H3H3 podcast today. I don't know. I'm not sending
I have no part in whatever Billy the host does. I'm just here.
I'm not sending this redirect to Queens.
I'm just here
after what they just pulled.
I'm not opposed to you not sending it to Queens, but I got nothing with that. Not me.
What the hell, man? Yeah, Tina put up with enough bullshit today. Now her and Becky are gonna go make money without us.
I will give her the fact she had to deal with Jaffe, which was, a time. I wouldn't want to deal with Wilson either.
I caught part of that.
I think that was all that they talked about from that part. But then we're going to go back now. Go back in time. Let us go back. Oh, Otis. Whatever. So the part I found just so funny about this is that, so they said the boys are gone. They weren't going to be in this episode. But then throughout the episode, they had Boogie, Wings, and Keemstar in. So they could have just done the podcast themselves at some point. But they decided to do a 3-hour podcast of just these random people kind of yelling at each other. I was trying to skim through it to find good parts. I found a few good clips. But my God.
Redemption! You're
whoa!
Look at this motherfucker.
The useless Cowboys here.
I think he's trying to be the the farmer. He wants to be Amish. He's trying to be the farmer for the Lolcows. He's tired of being a cow himself.
Hey,
useless cowboy. Yeah,
I mean,
no
Lolcow,
sleep. Can't sleep. Don't sleep. Won't stop.
good.
Never quit.
He looks good.
Yeah. Did you sleep? You look like you slept or something.
I haven't slept at all.
God
Oh,
damn. Are you
shit.
still crashing out? Are you feeling better?
Crashing out. It's all about respect. Y'all motherfuckers just didn't have any of it.
Look, motherfucker, I told you right now, I will respect you any other way that makes sense, but it's got to make sense. What do you want me to do? You want me to get on my hands and knees and tell you how much
All
I
right.
fucking want to suck that dick? I'll get on it. Look at this motherfucker. I don't give a fuck. Jordy, thank you. You're my friend, Jordy. Thank you for the fight.
Boogie,
Thank you for saving
I'm
my
gonna
house.
let you know. I'm gonna let you know right now that this is doing nothing for my dick, right? Like my.
Well, I'm just saying, like, motherfucker, banning two people don't make sense. This I'll do. I'll do the rest of the show on my fucking knees. Daddy, come on, daddy.
I
I
thought
love
you're
you,
supposed
daddy.
to be driving right now.
I am.
Supposed to be
Desi's
taking
packing
the
my
day
shit
off,
right now. I'm supposed to be getting ready. And Desi's doing it. Instead,
Boogie's on
I'm
his
doing
knees
his fucking
getting his
show.
shit packed.
Keem and fucking Boogie's supposed to have the day off. I'm supposed to be here.
I'm about to be off, but motherfucker, I wanted to come in.
Grievous Demise says Zay would have to take a separate elevator because the four of you would meet the weight limit on an elevator. Like she would be the thing that broke the elevator. Why would she have to take a separate elevator?
Me and my 100 pounds, I think we could like squeeze it in there on the top or
Just
something.
slide under one of our massive tits. You'll be fine.
Good job, Billy the Fridge. Now we're gonna go forward just a little bit to. Or actually, I guess I could just leave it. It's gonna come up in about a minute.
I think I've took
And
shits
then the
the size of
elevator
Zazu
would come
did.
crashing down like, yeah, boom.
I'm sure I could fit in your pocket, honestly, Wings.
Wait a minute. Is that a fat joke or is that just calling us fat? I think that's
Never
why we're
mind, I'm
going
gonna
to
skip
camp.
ahead. This is
we
not-
know we're fat. You need some fucking horses and buggies to bring you shit to his house.
I actually bought this hat from when I went up to see Keem. Keem has all these fucking Amish people that live up near him, and they have these whole compounds. I'm like, I'm gonna get me an authentic Amish hat. I went and picked the motherfucker with the hands that were all grizzled up and like blistered. I want that.
There's just too much going on at once. She's sitting too far away. She has a dog right here. Boogie's petting himself. Wings, just this get up is getting me. I don't know why he doesn't take the hat off at least. That can't be comfortable.
Motherfucker's hat
Maybe
right
it
there.
is.
Give me that
Maybe
one.
it's insanely
Should
comfortable.
have got the butter. The Amish butter is awesome too.
Why does Boogie look like he's trying to sneak into the police department as
Look at Boogie's dog doing a little trick, standing up on its hind legs.
the doll? They make the kids show you where they were
on,
touched.
Boogie, come on,
What are you
dog.
doing, Boogie?
We
What are you doing?
We got rid of all the furries on the server already. What are you doing?
I'm coming out. I'm coming out. I am a
You're just over here getting
furry.
sexually aroused, Boogie. You gotta chill out.
Okay.
Dude, I've decided something, by the way. I spent the last night thinking about it. Keem's a bitch.
Oh, here we go.
I
This is
need
it.
Saturday off. I gotta go see my family. I love my family.
He
Go
made a
fuck yourself.
child. He's not just dating one like you. He's got to go.
You know.
Get him, Billy.
Who the fuck wants to? Oh my god! It's been almost a month since I've seen my children.
Zach needs to take that as a soundbite. That's pretty good.
Month since I've seen my children. Oh my god! It's been almost a month since I've seen my children.
Look at that fucking cold-blooded shit.
10
Like,
days,
see, like,
Boogie.
I want to say this. Thomas S. said Wings brought an Amish wife too. Also Kelly. Like, that's a more insulting insult than what I got flipped off of the other day. But you can't call a fucking man worthless, especially when he's oriented his emotions.
Yeah.
No. They didn't say you were worthless, Wings. They said you were useless. They are very different. You can have worth, but no use. You can also have a use, but no worth. You are worth a lot to this show, especially Wings, but what use do you serve?
And that was the real problem. You were in your emotions.
If anything, you're the punching bag for the chat. So
It don't have nothing to do with some motherfucker saying some shit. You were just going through it, and I called it when I said I was. What's going on in your life right now?
Here's the other thing, Boogie. Here's the other thing, right? There's not a man on this planet I'm afraid of. So Overland, come to Fat Camp.
Come to
Yes,
Fat Camp.
100%.
Overlord,
100% you
Overland, where the
pussy
fuck your
bitch.
name is?
Come
Come
on,
to Fat Camp.
Overlord.
There's gonna be a ring at Fat Camp.
Well, then I don't want to hear nobody's shit when I throat punch a motherfucker.
In the
And Overlord, let me tell you something. Overlord. I can take his punches. I bet you can't, you little bitch.
I ain't gonna.
Boogie's like, man, I could take his punches all day. Wings was dishing them on me, and I was like, chin up. You're just a little baby. You're gonna get knocked out.
I ain't gonna punch him. Like we ain't boxing.
Oh, what are you doing?
Oh boy.
You wrestling?
He's gonna show him.
WWE wrestling?
He's gonna show him how useful he is.
They cook. They
Are you guys
clean.
gonna mouth
They're
kiss?
at your beck and call. Why is that insulting?
You know, you made a good point. I should have brought me one back.
Exactly.
Kelly defending
Like,
the
take
Amish.
it.
We love to hear it, Kelly.
Kelly keeps
We love to
bringing
hear
the
it.
W's.
Go get your doll.
Do you know why it's safe to
Does she have a creepy
shit talk
Amish
the
doll?
Amish on the internet?
Like, why would you be insulted?
She got a super creepy Amish doll. She's gonna bring.
Because they're calling you Amish because you're plain. That's the insult.
She's vanilla, baby. She's vanilla, baby.
But
Ain't
it
nothing
wasn't
wrong with
insult
playing.
When someone said I needed a makeover.
She's
By the
vanilla,
way,
baby.
No gray in my hair.
They can't see you.
You look
gotta look at the
beautiful
camera.
today,
No gray in my
Kelly.
She
hair.
married to the banquet
Hello?
gorilla, baby.
Ain't nothing wrong with playing. Not everybody
Previous
wants purple
demise.
swirl like fucking Zay over there.
Previous
You know?
demise spent
We all can be
$50
crazy.
to say, Billy, you built like the Mancubus from Doom. That's better. You can talk shit for $50. What's
Do
the
you wanna know-
Mancubus?
Do you want to know why you can talk shit about the Amish on the internet? Because they're never gonna fucking hear it. You know, I mean, come on.
The
Who's that
Amish
doll?
don't have any internet, so why do
Yeah,
they give a
yeah.
fuck?
What's somebody gonna do? Print it out and read it?
It's an Amish child doll, and what that means is an Amish child was placed inside of this doll.
To them like, fuck them,
What?
fuck the Amish.
What is
Why
that?
is it a Slender Man version of the Amish?
Because Amish dolls don't have facial features.
Why not?
Why?
That's because they don't have the tools to make them to have that very high details.
They don't have cross stitch. You could like stitch it on there because it looks like it's felt or
This
like
is what they
soft.
all look like. They all don't have faces. This
They just told Wings that so they didn't have to give it a face. They could easily put on some button eyes and a little smiley face, little maybe X nose or something simple. But they just told Wings that because they were like, she's out for the day. She's not going to be able to detail your doll.
This is Amish Annie.
That's
So
Amish
interesting.
Annie?
Yeah, that's what we called her, Amish Annie.
I don't like that at all.
It looks like Amish Annie ain't got no fucking lips, no eyes, no nose, no ears. What the fuck?
That's the odd ones
Looks
out.
like-
We already said that.
Get a mud-nosed character.
We've already had
For
this
Amish
conversation.
kids.
I feel like I'm really part of the chat right now. I'm really part of the LolcowLive.
Question.
Hey Billy.
Yeah.
Why don't Amish people water ski? Because the horses would drown.
I think Amish wives.
Boogie.
What do you call a blind? What do you call a blind gynecologist?
What?
A lip reader.
Okay, that's actually kind of fun.
Boogie, you're only
Yeah, it just came out of nowhere, though. It had nothing to do with Amish people. I'm going to skip forward now a few minutes to this.
Well, I don't go to the strip club. That's bugging.
Dude,
last time I
there's
went to
this
the strip
I've
club.
never actually been to a regular club, let alone a strip club.
I got a strip club story for you, okay? This is a good one. This place up the road called Bottoms Up. It's the only full nude club in town. You can't drink there, you can't smoke there, but they're allowed to be full nude, okay? And only the nastiest bitches.
I've never been to a strip club, but I feel like that's probably usually how it is. You can't let the guys get fucked up and then have naked girls around them. Or vice versa. Don't want naked people around drunk people. Get a little rowdy.
Dance there ever. So it's kind of like a college town. It's a rite of passage to end up going there at least one time and like suffer the misery of it. And I used to go there with my friends as a bit, also because occasionally someone wasn't ugly.
We used to go there as a bit. We used to do it for fun. It's like those guys that are like, I just go to Hooters for the wings. That's all it is. It's not a big deal.
And I also was using it to like make contacts to take photos back in the late 90s. There's this woman named Cricket.
Open fish market.
She was about
heard this story.
4'9", toothless, fucking shaggy hair, meth face, and she would only dance when she was pregnant, which was weird because she was pretty much always there. I have no idea how many kids she had, but she would walk up to you and put her pregnant belly into your lap and then harass you until you gave her at least $1 and she'd go away because no one was paying for it. Maybe some.
And this was like the best bit of them all because we would go there all the time to see her. We would check it out because he was also the way he worded it to begin with too. It was a bit, but he went there enough. I know he was joking, but it was like he's saying he went there enough to have seen this pregnant lady pregnant all the time.
Somebody was, but her entire shtick was to be so pregnant and gross that you paid her to leave.
Wow, open fish market.
And what was her?
Seems counterintuitive to a stripper. I've got to be honest. You think you'd try and make more money to stay, not money to leave. Because if you make money to leave, there's only so many people that are going to come in within a day.
Name Boogie?
Just saying, it's about logistics.
And people are putting crickets in the chat because of how unfunny that fucking story was.
It's not funny. It's fucking depressing. It's like, holy shit. Strip clubs are the worst.
Yep. Now he has to fall back. The joke didn't work.
Places on the goddamn planet. I can't imagine going into one unironically, much less fucking.
I've only ever done it as a joke or when I'm really feeling down.
Wanting to be there to work. God damn, that's
dude.
Depressing.
My brother and everybody, we went out for my 21st birthday to go to the strip club, and we had this like club here in Myrtle Beach called Derriere's, the all nude review. Like they took it all off, right? But Derriere's had this special night they did every Wednesday night, and it was like it was called Ladies' Night. What that meant is people that were amateur dancers would come on stage and dance for money. So girls that didn't normally strip and things like that. Lo and behold, there was a name for this that I learned while I was there because the day I went during the Wednesday show, and the name.
He went to an open mic strip club. I like. It took me a second to kind of like think about this. He's like, hey guys, it's open mic night. The pole's clean. We're gonna make sure we wipe it down before each other girl comes up. So, just sign the waiver, sign up on the paper in the front.
The name of that show was the cesarean scar night because there would be like if you could see the cesarean scar on the dancer, you'd give them an extra $5.
Yeah. We used to go to a club and we would count the bullet wounds on the girls. That was always fun.
Bullet wounds?
Yeah, the bullet wounds. It was a hood club.
Were you in an active murder scene, Billy?
Well, I mean, they weren't fresh wounds. They had been healed.
They were scars.
They just looked like the center of a cinnamon roll on the
my buddy
stripper's
Danny
chest.
I used to work with this guy named Danny when I worked at Domino's Pizza, and like his whole game was to get like an 8-ball of cocaine and go to one of the strip clubs down on Seaboard Street. And he said, I'll bring a girl home every Saturday night. Just give me a 8-ball. And he would. He'd bring the most ratchet girl he could possibly find to his house. I'd go hang out with him, and he'd have this bum-ass stripper in his house every weekend.
Yeah, if you got cocaine in a rental car, you can pretty much leave the strip club with something.
We're going to go to Texas, and I don't know exactly where. And I don't want to know because I'm afraid I'll leak it this time.
Tina's falling asleep
again. But that said, Texas has the only reputable strip clubs in the country. They are less strip clubs and they are more gentlemen's clubs where you can go eat, you can drink, you can smoke, and also women happen to be there.
We're not going Boogie.
I'm just saying, if you're ever going to go to a strip club in the world, Billy, Texas is the chance.
Boogie, Portland.
Yeah, it's more like girls with bottle service and stuff like that.
Portland is literally, the strip clubs are just steakhouses or vegan cafes with boobs around them.
I've never been to any clubs in my lifetime.
Oh my God!
I go to no strip club. I'm over that shit. I'm over that
Boogie,
shit.
let's kidnap Eric.
Eric, how old are you?
I'm 24.
Okay, Eric, you got to go to a strip club at least one time. Don't take a lot of money because they'll try to take it all. But you got it's a rite of passage.
Tina,
you just got to do it once.
Tina, come with us. We have to corrupt
I ain't
Eric.
going. My strip club days long over.
You don't need to spend your money on that.
They
I
suck.
feel like ultimately you don't need to spend your money on that, Eric.
Let me tell you something about strip clubs and strippers in general, Eric. Strippers and like Discord kittens are the same fucking thing. They're just women you can't touch and you're never going to actually interact with. They're wastes of fucking time.
Kind of a based wings moment. Who needs a Discord kitten? Go get a girlfriend.
Discord
Funny
kittens are
enough,
free,
I
though,
never
so-
interacted with a Discord kitten, so.
Oh
If you want the same experience, Discord kittens are free. You don't gotta throw
Says you. I bet a lot of Discord kittens are going to get upset hearing you say that their services are free.
money at them. You just throw attention at them, Eric.
I hate this.
I never interacted with any of them.
I hate this.
I want a
Tina,
four-legged
you're a Discord
cat.
kitten right now.
Fuck you. I don't even go in there.
Dude,
I'll be your Discord kitten.
Did you just say I want a four-legged cat?
You're Joffy's Discord kitten.
No, I will never speak to that motherfucker ever again in my life.
He said he'd give you 100% royalty on the game if you go to the Olive Garden with him.
You know what, Wings? All bullshit aside, I love to have fun. I like to chop it up. I don't mind people talking about my leg. But when you go as far as I've had a lot of shit sent to me in the mail. I've had voodoo dolls sent to me. I've had bugs sent to me. I've had liquid fucking shit sent to me. I'm not cool with someone saying I sent something in the mail. I'm not with that at all.
Well, yeah. But Tina, think about it this way. All right, let's say we get the game on the PlayStation Network. I know you don't play video games.
I forgot. They're trying to make some stupid game. They pull it up later. Here, let me pull it up. Yeah. It's literally just Frogger, but it's her trying to get across a road full of roaches and bugs, trying to catch cigarettes. Because she's disgusting, I guess, is the whole point. And I think they gave her a peg leg, maybe?
Now on my screen.
Then both of the legs walk at the same time. Good job, guys.
Jeffy, these roaches are running over the cigarettes.
Well, the roaches I added because you know I'm very collaborative, and so I think it was Keemstar who said, "Hey, it should be roaches," or maybe it was you, and I put roaches in.
It was Keem.
And
Zayzudin had nothing to do with it.
Great stuff, guys. Yeah, but Keemstar literally came in at one point. So did I don't know why they were saying the boys are gone. They just didn't want to have to do a full show. Ooh, they're going to do another one today. Is this the Lolcow waiting room now? Lavloon drops bombs. She drops the Destiny allegations on LolcowLive. This is hilarious. Why? What would be the point? I mean, good for her. Get your word out there. But seems like a weird podcast to do it on. Maybe she's hoping that he'll become the next Lolcow host. Seems like his only path now. Destiny can be the next host of LolcowLive. Okay. But that was it for that. We can go back to this now. Podcast is supposed to start 30 or so minutes. Yeah, 33 minutes. Don't know if that's accurate or not, but we have a few things to look at.
Grew up here.
This is to start.
Went to elementary school down the street.
Everybody wants.
So this is a video by Too Lazy to Try called Insufferable Comedian Has a Meltdown During Roast Battle. And it's about, I'm telling you, my brain is so dead today. It's about this guy from Chappelle's show.
Everybody wants to do this business like, you know.
Let's just let Too Lazy to Try tell it, because basically he sucked a lot. He went on Kill Tony, walked off because people were making fun of him. And then he went to this roast show and also had a big upset. So yeah, I can't remember his name.
I'm gonna do a show. I'm gonna do 2 seconds. Everybody's gonna know me. You can't outboo me. You can't outboo me. You can't outboo me. I don't give a fuck about a boo. I'm telling y'all real shit. You can't outboo me. I don't give a fuck. What I'm saying is, listen, I'm not mad. It's getting so much worse.
Donell Rawlings. That's it. Come on, Donell. Come on, me. How can I forget that?
Listen, it ain't so much worse. Let me explain something to you. Y'all can boo me. Listen, Listen. You know what? You listen, let me tell you something. I'll say this. I'm not going to leave like that. I'm going to answer your question.
All right, so comedian Donell Rawlings threw another temper tantrum recently when he was judging this roast battle where pretty much everybody turned on him. It was rough. Like, doing this show was such a bad idea for him. I mean, he's so bad at handling getting roasted. Like, he's basically been spiraling ever since he was roasted by a random comedian on Kill Tony and stormed off, which was almost 4 years ago, but he still hasn't gotten over it. He's always trying to convince people that he didn't actually walk off, which isn't really doing him any favors at this point, because every time he talks about it, he just makes it even more embarrassing for himself. He went on Rogan's podcast and started coping over it, which Rogan called him out on.
This drip looks much better on him. He should keep dressing like this instead of dressing like, you know, your 30-year-old uncle that wants to look 19.
Then he had Tony on his podcast, and he was trying to convince him that he had a dinner to go to. That's why he left. But Tony didn't buy it for a second, and he said he has video proof of Donell just hanging out outside the club after he left. And he said he was just chilling at this fire station. But Donell, he refuses to accept it. He just will never admit that he got too offended and he had to walk off.
But you have created an environment where you have people that misunderstood a situation, and they won't stop harassing me.
We've had over, I think over one.
Honestly, as a comedian, wouldn't you just tell him to grow a pair? Like, I get harassment's bad, but what are they really saying? Because all the stuff I've seen about it is just people calling him a baby. People saying that he needs to learn to take a joke because he can't take people criticizing him even a little bit.
1,000 great comedians sit on that panel on the show, and no one's ever walked off. We've had a lot of bucket pools try to walk off the stage. We've had characters walk off the stage, but we've never had actual professional comedians walk off. So you're one of a kind.
So what are you trying to say? You know where I went, son. I told you. I said I had a prior engagement. You knew this, Tony.
Yeah.
You knew this.
That engagement was at like 10 p.m. Our show started at 8. You left at about, 8:50, 8:55. You had some time to kill. So there you are, spinning down a fireman's pole.
I wasn't spinning no diddy. I didn't spin down no fuck. Did I spin? That's on the video?
I think, yeah, they let you turn on the lights and the sirens. You were like a little kid or something. I don't know what was going on. It's very funny. You're sitting on the curb petting the dog with your head down.
Oh, no, stop it!
Yeah. You were clearly pondering if you made the right decision walking off the show.
I did not walk off the fucking show. I did not.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did.
I removed myself from a toxic situation to maintain my mental health.
Yeah, so
isn't that just walking off? Just say you walked off. I walked off for my mental health. We don't blame you, Donell.
Been coping over walking off Kill Tony for like 4 years now, and you would think if he's so worried about this, he would make sure it would never happen again.
The thing he's been known for the last 4 years is walking off Kill Tony. And the only thing he was known for before that was being a character on Chappelle's show. Well, being a few characters on Chappelle's show.
But the other day, he ended up having another meltdown. I guess at least he didn't walk off, even though he did for a second, but then he came back, which probably just made things worse. You know, it would have been better off if he just left. It would have saved him some embarrassment, because at that point, everybody was already fed up with him, and they felt like he's just ruining the show. And I don't know why he's even there to begin with. Like, right from the start, it didn't seem like he really wanted to be there, and he's just agitated. And it sounded like he's pretty drunk. And, you know, he's also not very good at handling getting roasted, obviously. So this was just a disaster waiting to happen, especially because right in the beginning, Jeff Ross started taking some shots at him, which Donell wasn't handling well, and he couldn't come up with any good response to it. So you could tell right from the start, this was not going to go well for him.
I love you.
I love you, Donnie.
I knew you when you had hair, nigga. Don't do this to me.
I knew you when you had jokes.
Also, why did he say that like he's not also bald? I'd say it's the pot calling the kettle black, but that would seem racist. I'll just say that I was going to say that.
I love you, Donell.
Shit.
We gotta do 5 roast battles.
Shit.
5 roast battles.
Trump cut USA, ain't that nigga's
That was very mean.
I'm sorry.
Yo, that was me. You're a narcissist.
You're the one dressed like a dental assistant, not me.
Teddy, don't laugh. You my nigga. Don't laugh, son. Damn. Jeff, you know what?
Let him bring out the first battle.
Okay, Jeff, you know
Hang
what?
out, we got
We're
time.
gonna talk later.
All right. Donell's dressed like a s'mores.
That's not right.
The first battle. What's the first battle?
Oh my God, us versus Donell. Shit.
No. Donell's a legend in this room. Come on, Brian.
I know.
Let's go.
So it was a rough start, and it only went downhill from there. They did the first roast battle, and the comedians were not doing very good. So Jeff, he made a joke about it. Then Donell just started going off about how shitty the comedians are and how they're never going to make it. But he wasn't even trying to be funny about it. He's basically just like, these guys suck, let's move on. Which is honestly probably what the crowd was thinking about him.
I mean, I gotta be honest, this is probably like the worst premise for a show ever. Because usually the whole like point of roasts, like celebrity roasts and stuff, are the fact that they know like things about the person, so that they can then like comedically critique them on actual accurate information. This is just going to obviously turn into just jokes about people's appearance and their clothing and their, you know, and their race and their height and their gender and everything else. Anything that you can just look at. You're ugly. Your teeth look like Bugs Bunny. And your nose looks like you got bit by Bugs Bunny.
Because then once the comedians started going back at him, the crowd started cheering like they were already sick of him after the first battle, because he just never stops talking, and if nobody cuts him off, he'll just ramble on about nonsense for the whole show. We had a couple points in this video, they had to fast forward through it because they said Donell was just rambling incoherently. So he just had to make the whole show about himself. And he's just not very funny. I mean, it's funny to laugh at him, but he never really makes any jokes or anything. Like here, when he's trying to roast these comedians, he's basically just like, these guys suck, get them out of here. And he just sounds arrogant, like he thinks he's so far above them. But honestly, they're probably funnier than him. You know, I think most people in the audience are funnier than him. But I guess at least he's good at making a fool out of himself. You know, he still puts on an entertaining show for the audience. I don't know if that's what he's going for, but he is good at just embarrassing himself.
It's my dirt.
No, was I finished, sir?
Shit, I'm starting to miss Donell.
Yo, you shouldn't waste your time on me. You should tell a joke.
Yes, sir. All right. Yes, sir. Sorry.
Jeff, can we just stop?
Sorry. That bad?
None of these
That
niggas
bad?
gonna make it. Can we go to the next round?
Give him some.
I'm not trying to be. Yo, Jeff, I know you got a format.
Yeah.
I know you have a format.
Yeah.
They don't have a chance. Jeff, I know you. Yo, shut the f- up.
They're
Jeff,
so
please.
bad. Donell's about to commit suicide.
No.
What are you doing?
I'm just saying, Jeff, I love you, nigga. You got a great thing going on. They're not gonna make it. Get him out of here.
All right, get him out of here.
This is exactly what I mean, though, is like he can't even make a good joke about their comedy because their comedy wasn't that good. So all he can say is, they suck. They fucking suck. Get them out of here.
Hell yeah.
Yo, get him out of here.
This has been great.
Last joke.
Yo, get the f out of here.
One more?
Jeff, beat it,
All right.
Jeff. Don't believe in these niggas, Jeff. Jeff,
Let
we
them do
know.
their jokes.
Jeff, we know what shit
Jesus.
is. They're shit. They're shit. We waited too long for this, Jeff.
Come on, Donnie.
Let's get the next one. Get the f out of here.
Donnell, you're.
Tell a joke in the parking lot.
Hey, go ahead.
Let's
Out
give
of my
this.
mind.
Let's give the tallest midget in the room a round of applause.
All right.
See, this is
I
what
think
I'm
we're-
telling y'all.
If I could f***ing talk, it'd be great.
Oh shit! Hey,
Sit the
Patty!
fuck down.
Okay, you know what? I hear it. I hear it. You're right.
Donell.
Yo, don't do this, bro.
Put the mic down. Just put the mic down.
I'm not gonna let these niggas think they got a future.
Did I say so?
had an opportunity, you had 5 minutes. You want 5 minutes, do you want a career? 5 minutes, get it. Crack jokes on me. Give them their 5 minutes.
The 5 minutes builds the career. I mean, it just seems stupid to be like, do you want 5 minutes or a career? Is that what Chappelle gave you? He told you, shut the fuck up. When I'm on stage, you sit down. You never go on stage. But I'll give you a career.
You got 5 minutes. I'm talking about a career, not 5 minutes.
Is
Give
it
me 5 minutes.
Is that
You go first.
Is that
All right.
is that 5 minutes of black people time or what?
So the show just started and Donell's already causing a scene. I don't know why he did this to begin with, if this is how he's going to act. You know, it's like he believes he's too good for the show or he's above it or something. And the host has to tell him to chill at one point. And of course, Donell is just ignoring him. So Jeff tries to defend Donell and he's like,
I just realized the biggest thing has just been fucking sitting over my head this whole time. Let's
you know, he's just trying to be funny, and the host says, well, he's failing at it, and that's the problem. You know, if you were funny, this could pass, but instead, he takes over the show just to be obnoxious and annoying.
Donell has spoken. His filibuster has happened. We're going to do this thing like we normally do. There's a whole format here. We allow these guys to get up here, bomb or succeed, and then their heroes fricassee them and let them know they're not supposed to be up here. But if you overstep those bounds, then the whole crowd yells at you because we've been doing this for 11 years. This nigga's not even paying attention now because he didn't give a fuck about this. They don't respect you if you don't respect this. So you respect us, we'll respect you. Again, he doesn't even fucking respect us, but it's Black History Month for Donell and Donell only. So this is a black-owned show, but you want to come in here and act like an asshole to us. We were going to act like an asshole to you. So everybody, every time this nigga talks, boo him, please. Fuck Donell Rawlings. Yeah.
Moses, he's just trying to be funny.
He's trying, but he's failing.
All right. So then the crowd actually does start booing Donell, which they probably would have done either way because they're just sick of him. And Donell keeps trying to act like he doesn't care. He's like, I don't care if you boo me. But then he starts melting down over it. I mean, this is brutal. And it looks like he's about to walk off, but instead he gets on stage and starts trying to argue with the audience, which obviously does not help. And then they start chanting, "You're not Chappelle," because Donell's claim to fame is being on Chappelle's show. So then that starts to get to him even more, and he starts walking into the audience, yelling at people and saying "F you," which is just hilarious. I mean, it's like he learned nothing from that Kill Tony appearance. You know, it seemed like he was really embarrassed about it, but he basically topped that with this appearance. I mean, this is so hard to watch. And everybody's laughing at him, and the crowd starts chanting Ashy Larry, which is a character he played on Chappelle's show. So this just turned into the crowd roasting Donell, and they probably loved it. And then Donell starts getting into it with one of the judges, and it was just a complete disaster.
Oh, come on. I was kidding. Come on, don't do that. No. It's black. Don't.
Problem is, these niggas never going to make it.
I got your back.
Feels like an open mic with no prizes. I don't care about bull. This is what I'm telling you. I don't care about bull. Listen, I'm not mad. Listen, I'm not, listen, distracted, whatever. You cannot boo me. I've been doing this. What I'm saying is.
There we go. There we go, everybody.
Bye, Donell.
Happy Black History Month. We did it.
I don't give a fuck. You know, nigga, I don't try. You know what? You listen, let me tell you something. I'll say this. I'm not gonna leave like that. I'm gonna answer your question. You know what? You said, whoever you said, I'm not Chappelle. You know what? I'm not Chappelle. But guess what? I did. I made Chappelle's show what the fuck it was, nigga.
I mean, you definitely were a contributing factor. I'm with this dude right here. Did you make Chappelle's show what it was? No, I think it was probably Chappelle. And Charlie Murphy.
You.
Ashy Larry.
Yo.
Ashy Larry.
Hey, how long they roast battle? What you gonna do? How long they roast battle?
It would be over if you'd shut up.
All right.
Come on.
First off, nigga, you're whack.
You fucking got me, dude.
No.
He's too drunk. I think he just drank way too much, because literally.
No, I'm gonna tell you this. You're whack. As a comedian, Like you want to fuck with me? You're whack. This is a
You
good
know
platform.
I wrote a TV show you were on, right?
So whack. So whack. You're whack. So whack. You're whack. Y'all can laugh. Listen.
Donell, come on.
Someone started doing your haircut's whack. The way you stand on your board, whack. No, literally, he was about to just be like, you're whack. You're ugly. You're stupid. You're bald. You're...
Jeff, don't do this. You don't have to support what I'm saying right now. You know
we don't.
what?
No one does.
They got parking meters. Emilio's half this audience.
You know what? Battle. All right. Good night. All right. Good night.
Battle.
So then he leaves for a second, but probably got flashbacks to his Kill Tony appearance and decides to come back. But he just continues to be annoying as hell. Like, now he starts being all sarcastic and praising everyone and acting like they're all the best comedians ever, which you can tell Jeff is starting to get really annoyed about. And everyone probably just wants him to leave at this point, which would have been better for him, but he probably stayed because of the Kill Tony appearance. You know, it seems like he just doesn't want anybody being able to say that he walked off again. Like, that's all he cares about. I mean, he completely embarrassed himself here, but still he sticks around and embarrasses himself even more just because he can't handle people saying that he walked off.
I've been around a lot of comedians and everything, but like this is the future right here. And what you supporting?
You know what I'm saying?
Yo, you guys are gonna blow up. No, it's happening right now. Like God is good.
All the time.
Now you're just mocking them because
No,
you
I'm
said
not
the
mocking
last
them,
guys
Jeff,
were
but
bad.
I'm trying to tell you
Come
is
on,
like-
but we had fun.
Jeff, you're trying to. Jeff, what I'm saying is, when I watched like just fucking blew me out of my fucking. It's you guys got, yo, let me tell you, I'm telling you.
There's
Y'all-
3 great battles coming up.
Jeff, boo.
All right, the
Jeff.
judges have spoken, Brian.
All right, audience, y'all ripped the shit, and the only thing I was trying to say was the passion y'all had is what this is.
See, I genuinely can't tell if he's trying to, like, make a joke and be, like, obnoxious in saying that they were shit, but, oh, you guys were so good, you were the best. Or if he's trying to win back the audience by being like, man, they just love shitty comedians. So the next person on that I don't think is good, I'm going to start going, you're the best, you're so great. And thinking that was going to win the crowd back. I'm wondering if that's what happened.
About y'all
Appreciate
fucking
that, King.
killed that shit. Y'all two
You already
fucking
said it.
funny motherfuckers.
You went already.
Yo, I'm saying it was just like a battle, and it was dope. You came every time we thought
You're
it was
right.
gonna be over, and you killed it.
And it
This
wasn't.
nigga came back. You came back. Y'all fucking killed it, and I'm telling you, I
Killing it.
appreciate it. Watching y'all. Y'all fucking funny as shit.
All right. Thank you both for coming back to Roast Battle and doing this and making us laugh at the end of the fucking long, crazy night.
Why was it crazy?
Okay, I'll tell you why it's crazy. 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 Yo, don't boo. I just want to say this. The end of the night, the last 2 battles, that's what I wanted to see. And y'all had passion. Y'all was like this. You know what? Anybody want to talk shit to me right now? Just being a hater. What I'm saying is, the last 2 battles.
Donell, no s'more. I mean, no more.
All right, you want to win on the jokes. I don't want to be funny. What I'm saying.
We know.
All right.
Don't worry about it.
Great minds think alike.
You got it, baby.
Whatever.
And then he drunkenly rambled on for another 5 minutes about nothing. So he just hijacked the whole show. You know, they also had to fast forward probably like 10, 15 minutes of him just incoherently rambling. So I think pretty much everybody turned on him by the end because he's just being so obnoxious. I mean, the audience was probably like, what is this guy's deal? But also it did make for a really entertaining show and a memorable one for the audience. And now I'm sure Donell will be coping over this for like the next 5 years. But at least it might help him forget about the Kill Tony appearance, you know, now that he has an even worse one. So let me know what you guys think. And if you want to hear about that Kill Tony appearance, I talked about it over on Patreon. And they're probably over 100.
Go check out Today's Tribe. Real dude. And we got like 10 minutes left, 12 minutes or so, until I'm going to end it, send everybody over to the podcast. So, I haven't heard this name in years. The podcast for today is called Tana versus Joey Graceffa. Justin Baldoni versus Blake Lively. Selena Gomez versus Justin Bieber. This is like a we're witnessing a new Marvel crossover. It's quite amazing. Oh, they pushed it to 2. I do think I'm still gonna have to end it at 1:30 just for my own sanity. But we're gonna watch through these first.
Around to position myself in closer to get a better punch. Like if my opponent is moving, I'm moving with him. Okay. And I'm putting his right shoulder here. Stick. You know, and then I'm gonna come at this way. You know what I'm saying? And I see that like that. See what I'm saying? So that's the purpose for doing all that. Move around it. Move around your opponent. Work on your footwork, you know what I mean? Move around and work on your footwork. You see what I'm saying? Yep. And that's the purpose for doing all that. And it works good for being on the field. Your speed, your power, hand and eye.
It's just so funny because it's just like this has nothing to do with training at all. It works though.
Coordination, explosion, all that works together.
I'm realizing this music's probably gonna get copyright claimed on this, but so we'll move on to the next thing. Something simple.
Noosa yogurt. It's seriously tasty.
This is what I think everyone has been waiting for. Because this is the battle that's all versus all. It's like a big group battle.
Now I don't know if
here we go.
Oh my God!
Oh, Jack
oh
just
my
roast
God!
right
Jack
in
just
there.
been exploding.
Oh, this is chaos, man. You can't hear. Oh, good to go. Alexander, did you see that? Now he caught him in judo. Nice throw.
And then there were fewer. Matt Gifford is out.
Yep, they pulling Matt
Gotta
Gifford
take
out.
that fancy
That was
kit.
So they're
beautiful.
gonna reset every time.
He's had a really good night.
Yeah.
Wonder if Gabriel's got his chocolate milk for this. You know. Alexander's going right for Gabriel.
Now I have some
Alexander's
experience.
down. Alexander went down.
Oh.
Yeah, Alexander went down. He ran
Arm
over
and
there.
failure. Arm and failure. I love this.
This is a lot less cool than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, he ran over towards Gabriel. I couldn't see.
I was
what
expecting them
happened,
to go a little bit harder altogether. The 1v1s are a bit better.
Now, as a big guy,
Ike ran right into Jack.
Which is good. You got to get Jack. Otherwise, the less people there is to grind him down. It's hard.
Yep. Gabriel's getting double teamed over here on the right.
Got Andrew and Amanda.
Oh, they're trying to get Gabriel down.
They're dancing. Oh, there goes Gabriel.
There goes Gabriel. He's down.
Gabriel is the first one down.
He's like, daggum, you guys. I'm going to go drink the chocolate chip milk now.
He can now finish his chocolate milk.
Yeah, that's right. John's over there looking at...
Look at this crowded stadium they have. Absolutely packed.
Tell who that is in the blue here.
Completely filled to the brim stadium.
Ike knew he was going to get double teamed right off the rip.
Andrew taking a sumo pose.
Amanda's kind of chilling. She's like stalking up.
She's gonna
on.
sneak in. She's got to get in there and peck someone.
It's like John Bibby's starting to engage right here. Oh, Amanda jumped over in there.
Punch.
And Ike's over there grabbing Jack, trying to bring Jack down. You know, the weight difference is hard because Jack's going to press him against the cage. Oh, John almost had him. Stomp, let's go.
This person's the smartest by not having as much metal. They're rocking a lot more just padding, which is going to prevent them from...
Yeah, she's trying.
They have a lot more mobility in this. They're not going to fall over as easily.
Ike and Jack, the two.
Oh, Amanda's down.
Stop fight. Please put your hands together for Amanda.
She tried her best.
Yep. Is that all? Is this Nashville left?
Yeah, it's all Nashville.
are out of town people.
Here we go. Ike's running over to John.
Again,
he's gonna try. Yeah,
it's
he's
a
gonna
mistake to
hip
just
toss.
let Jack be over there. That's
Yeah.
oh!
Did he get Jack down? John Bibby's
who was
down
first?
too. Jack was first.
Jack was first. Okay.
I didn't see what happened with Jack.
No,
what happened
he got
over
a
there?
clean trip. It was
Who tripped him? Did you see?
Yeah. That was smooth.
Yeah. I wish I'd have seen that.
I don't think his heel was expecting that.
Once again, Nashville, feel free to get loud.
Man,
Get tired.
Oh no!
And John and Ike are engaged again.
Come on, Ike. Use those long legs.
John does a good job of using the
twisting
bag.
around though. Yeah, John is doing well. He's gonna try getting his leg. John likes to try to grab their leg and suicide with him landing on him.
Yep, and landing
that's
that
a good
dominant
strat
position.
here.
Just shoving Andrew away from him.
There we go. There we go. Oh, it's back and forth with John and Ike. Dang, John hit first.
Got that last minute turn.
Yep.
Put your hands together for John Bibby.
But now Ike's got to get back up.
Yep, and the long and winding road.
He's not done yet. Bibby takes his exit. Good job, John.
John had a heck of a night too. Very good. Very good from all these fighters. And then for them to be tired and come out here and do it in 1v or an all-v-all. All right, 3 more. My money's they tried to double team somebody.
Andrew and Ike still remaining. So Nashville, if you think Ike is going to take this, make some noise as soon as he gets popped.
No pressure for Alec, but the crowd's cheering for him.
He's coming up behind him. He's coming up behind him. Now they're engaged. They're engaged.
That was like the first actual
That's
good
gotta
slam.
Feel good.
Yeah, that was
feel good
solid.
to land that throw.
Oh yeah, he's had a solid night too. Really impressive.
Wow.
And he's only 6 months in, right?
Yeah.
Only 6 months in.
Only 6 months, and already this good.
Here we go. Here we go.
This is the final match, final battle. Whoever goes down first loses.
Oh, they're just gonna brawl.
Oh, slugfest. Who needs weapons anymore, right?
They're just gonna brawl.
This is it. This is to the ground. Ike has got some leverage, but if Alec dips, Alec's got a rugby background. Let's see what he does.
Ike could really use a hip toss. He's got the
He's
underhook.
trying. He's going for it. Counter it. He might.
Nope. Nope. Oh! Good move.
Alec got it.
Good move.
The Green Knight.
Nice.
The Green Knight won.
The chill.
Yeah, this is.
Good job, Green Knight. Now something that'll be definitely more
You
entertaining.
up to speed, but can we get this thing to slow down once it gets there? You're not gonna stop.
This video actually came out a while ago, 4 months ago, but it's 6 martial artists to go all out in intense 15-second fights. I'm gonna skip ahead a little bit because I just want to see the fights.
Draw, with the contender having the most wins at the end receiving 6 points, and with each following contender receiving gradually less points, finalizing everyone's position in the score table and deciding the winner of the second season once and for all.
You know it.
Those guns are right there inside. Yeah, swipe the cans at him as a distraction and then try to slap him.
Greg surprised me. He hit me like 3-4 times and actually like hit me back, and I was like, whoa. What I noticed about Greg, I mean, he caught me fair and square, but what I realized, I'm used to dodging, having the punch just past me, but my distance management is a little different with helmets stick out this much.
Although the fight was a close one, the judges assessed that regular person
Oh, true, the bubble.
Greg Hunter did more damage this time and was given his first win for the challenge.
I might be wrong, but I felt like I was giving as many as I was getting. I was pretty happy with that one. It's Jeff Chan, man. Yeah.
Then, as the next two contenders were preparing for their fight, you might have noticed that while the gloves that they're wearing in this challenge are not usual, you may have seen them before in a very famous movie worn by none other than
I thought they
Bruce
looked
Lee.
familiar.
The reason the contenders were given these so-called Jeet Kune Do gloves is because they are thick enough to protect fingers from getting injured during a fight, while still giving the possibility of grappling. Yet if the next two contenders will be using these gloves to strike or grapple was a question, as they were both karate black belts, and a lot of kicks could be expected as soon as the positions were chosen by the winner of a coin flip.
Top subordinates. Where do you want to position yourself? You start here.
I decide that I want to start on the outside, so he will be on the inside, which means that I have the advantage to move around freely, but he's trapped in that space.
Ready?
I want to use the can, throw them in somebody's face to distract them.
Does he throw a kick
but it didn't
immediately?
do much.
I'm gonna kick over the counter, and I'm good at kicks, so I should be able to do it. But the peripheral vision in that helmet makes it really hard to see. I just knee strike straight into that counter. So stupid.
He kicked the desk. I was like, oh my God, is he okay? Then I got up on the bar. I was kind of thinking, do I jump? Do I not jump?
He would probably try to kick down, so I want to sweep his supporting leg. The thing is, he never kicks, so I just look ridiculous trying to kick his shin.
It still doesn't look good. He's the one kicking me. So I jump on him. I wanted to kick him, but he was kicking a little faster.
And I realized he's a better boxer than I, so I try to go for a takedown.
Jesse Ankam shot for a takedown. That'll tell you what was going on. That's why karate guys need jiu-jitsu.
Given that both Jesse and Natan caused some damage, the judges deemed this fight a draw, leaving neither of the contenders with advantages for this challenge. Meanwhile, one of the following contenders was not as confident about his chances.
That was the one that I was
gonna say, that's
most
Rantan.
about. Like, I'm not a fighter. I've never been in a fight. All of them are experienced fighters.
Yeah, he's a
especially
YouTuber.
Natan, because Natan
He's
was always
shouting.
saying, I'm going 100%, I'm going 100%. And going 100% against a UFC fighter?
Let's go.
No thanks.
In reality, Natan was not planning to go 100% with everyone. Instead, that was his method of mental warfare to stress his opponents out. As in his words,
The more nervous you are, the more adrenaline you're gonna have now, the bigger adrenaline dump you're gonna have in there.
Yet not knowing about it, Shaolin disciple Ranton was getting ready for the fight of his life.
What I wanted to do is jump over the counter immediately. And for somehow, Natan already had guessed that.
Bro, take 5 more steps back. It's obvious.
To chase him is crazy. Ranton lost that. He took the offense very quickly, but that probably wasn't the smartest thing to do with a UFC fighter. I think he's just MMA. I don't know who this guy is.
I think he caught me with one knee into the stomach, but he held back the whole time. That Natan is so professional and smart enough. He really watched out for me. I really appreciated that.
He's strong, Ranton. He's no joke. He was kind of wrestling with me, but I knew I had him on the techniques. I knew I was controlling. I had it in the bag, and no need for the extra damage.
Although Shaolin disciple Ranton put up a good fight, UFC fighter Natan Levy won, leaving one more fight in the first environment between two contenders separated only by 3 points. MMA fighter Jeff Chan and karate black belt Jesse Ankam, before the next fight taking place in the second environment.
So next is Jeff. I know that he's a really good striker, but what I have that he doesn't have is size. So I'm running inside to trap him and push him up against the wall.
I'm surprised Jesse tried to wrestle me instead of karate.
What I didn't realize is that he can also strike from close range. My ribs still hurt.
Jeff's knee was a deciding factor in giving him the win for this fight. Yet before the contenders made their way to the second environment, BJJ black belt Jordan Preisinger, who previously re-injured his knee, made an unexpected request.
I just wanted to go out there and compete so bad, and seeing everyone do it.
Despite us trying to convince him not to, Jordan decided to have a symbolic fight with Jeff Chan.
Ready?
For the second environment, the contenders made their way back to the bus, which was going to be moving, and where they were about to have 4 more fights, starting with MMA fighter Jeff Chan and Shaolin disciple Ranton, who was still on an
I really just care about Ranton's, I guess, so I'm gonna just watch this one and then watch Ranton's final fight.
I hope I won't be last. Putting him in a position where he needed to outperform karate black belt Jesse Encom and making this fight against Jeff Chan crucial in gaining an advantage. But luckily, Ranton had a seemingly perfect plan how to do it.
Jeff, when we were across each other, I was scared he got my tactic because the first thing I did, I looked up where you hold your hands. What I wanted to do is like grab it and kick him a little bit.
Unfortunately, Ranton lost this round, and his rival Jesse...
I honestly think Ranton probably should have won. The kicks were very weak. He got like 2 strikes in. He should have been throwing in clinch though. That's where they get you. But anyways, like I said, I just want to see. I guess he probably didn't do a.
And his rival Jesse was about to go next.
Craig, twice my age, half my handsome. And he tells me he has an important boxing match tomorrow. So I'm like, all right, let's lower the intensity. I realized that he's going 100%. He's literally trying to break my neck.
All I was doing was moving his helmet around and giving him a neck massage.
Despite getting a neck massage, karate black belt Jesse Encom won this fight.
I was gonna say he was beating his ass, but okay, I really do just want to see this. 2 guys working together. Tell me someone uses a computer. Ranton got manhandled.
Domination, complete domination, destroyed me.
Unfortunately, Ranton lost his final fight, guaranteeing him the last place in the championship.
R.I.P. Ranton, completely lost it, got clipped. But yeah, I think that's where I'm going to end it today. Go to the podcast. They should be starting in just a little bit. Big things happening. Oh no, oh wow. But yeah, I do appreciate everybody that came in today. I will be back again tomorrow doing some gaming, and then back on Wednesday for another one of these. Yeah, thank you very much. I really do appreciate it. This is Captain Quasar signing off.